COP28, Dubai. It's the 28th Conference of the Parties. We're here in Dubai in the Media Center, live in the Blue Zone, and I have two wonderful people here, Nicoletta and Maria of LSFI. So Nicoletta is the CEO. Her voice is kind of straining today, and so we've got the communications manager and director here who's helping her out to support. We have a bunch of questions for you guys today. First of all, what is LSFI and what do you do?
So I will start by explaining what does it mean. LSFI stands for Luxembourg Sustainable Finance Initiative. We were launched in 2020 by 4 players in Luxembourg, which are the Luxembourg Finance Ministry, the Ministry of Environment, Climate and Biodiversity, Luxembourg for Finance, and the High Council on Sustainable Development. Our mission is to coordinate, so we are Luxembourg coordinating entity on sustainable finance. We raise awareness around this very important topic, and we help the financial sector transition towards sustainability. Given this role, we also try to simplify, avoid duplication, and therefore be a central point of information on sustainable finance for all the actors in Luxembourg.
So, how did you get to COP? Why are you here? What's the purpose that brought you here?
So, as I mentioned, raising awareness is part of our mission. And we might all think that everything around climate is very advanced, but there is still a lot to do when it comes to raising awareness. Also, fighting against climate change, it's a very hard mission to do. And we really need to coordinate all the efforts of the different actors. As I said, we are Luxembourg coordinating entity. So in order to be able to do this in an efficient manner, we need to try to avoid duplication, find synergies, and for us, COP is an opportunity to do so. We are able to meet with private players, with some initiatives which are doing the same, but in other countries, and therefore find the best way to do so, again, in an organized, coordinated manner.
Nicoletta, how are you being received here at COP? How is LSFI doing at COP? How is the resonance? How are you being received at what you're doing?
Well, thank you, Marc, for this important question. In fact, it may seem we are, let's say, a soft initiative, providing things that are not operational and concrete. But despite this topic is being discussed for a long time, the need for raising awareness, as Maria just mentioned, and for coordinating the actors is fundamental. I joined a few panels in the last days, and every time I've heard coordinating is key, finding synergies is key. When I gave my business card, they were like, fantastic, congratulations for the work you're doing. So it has been really a confirmation of our conviction that the objective and the mission of the Luxembourg Sustainable Finance Initiative are really important in this matter.
What is the sustainable finance industry in general? What is their projection? How is it going? How are you being received?
Well, the financial sector is a key enabler for the transition. I guess you are familiar with the concept of the flow of capital, right? We have private savers and institutional investors or private investors that basically give their money to the financial industry. I'm simplifying it a lot. And the financial industry uses to finance projects and activities. So if the financial sector educates its investors and, let's say, private and public parties and invest in sustainable projects, that's the only way we can achieve a sustainable future for all. So I truly believe that it's fundamental to convince and engage and support the financial sector, because somehow he needs a lot of help is needed for an industry that till a couple of years ago was focused on return and risk, and now has to consider sustainability as a key element of their decision-making process.
Nicoletta, thank you for that. We're here at the COP asking a meme, a twist on the meme, a cup half full. It's a COP half full. What's your twist on a COP half full, the optimistic perspective?
Well, it's so great to see so many people not only passionate and committed to this topic, but also so expert. We hear a lot about upskilling, about talent needs. True, but there is so much that we have learned in the past year, and we just need to leverage and build on what we have done just to speed up finding synergies and coordinating our efforts. There is so much we can do at the speed we really need. So I'm very convinced that at COP you really find the key players that will help this world achieve its objective.
Fabulous. Now, I'm going to leave this last question, which is the hardest question. Whether you answer it or whether you answer it is up to you. I'm not going to make you fight over it, but you can decide. What does a world that works for everyone look like for you? Not for the president, not for the finance world, not for your husband or parents. What does a world that works for everyone look like for you?
We need a just world, we need a fair world where human rights are respected, gender balanced is a key fundamental step, and we need a world where our ecosystem, nature, planet, you can call it how you best like, coexist with our human beings. So we need to try to find a balance, having set the basic human rights and governance elements to really make this work. But we need to find a balance between our well-being and our, let's say, comfort zone, and taking care of our nature that is fundamental for, of course, our livelihood.
Would you like to answer that question as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I am very much aligned with what Nicoletta says. I think if we want to achieve a sustainable future, it also has to be a just and inclusive future, where nobody is left behind and where the needs of all of us, regardless of where we are based, how our culture and society is, are taken into account, so that our world can live in a, again, respectful, just and inclusive manner.
Thank you both for letting us inside of your ideas and letting us know what you're doing here. It's perfect. OnePoint5 Media and Allied4Future, so glad to have you here, and it's good to see you here. I wish you all the success.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.